Has everyone had their rice today?
No.
Yes. Well, this is a traditional way that Chinese people say, "How are you today?" to one another, because that is how much rice is engrossed into their lifestyle. From our previous lesson, we learned what about grains? Can anyone tell me? Yes, they are packed full of carbohydrates and fats. Anyone would like to try another guess as to what grain is? It's a seed from a plant. So the grain that we're learning from today is rice. Rice was originally from the Himalayas, and it was exported to various places, and now we have over 40,000 different varieties of rice. It's a common fact that about each American consumes 10 pounds of rice throughout the year. In China, they consume about 30 pounds. So you can see how engrossed they are in their rice. So the first activity that we're going to do, we're going to take a look at 6 different kinds of rice. Short rice. So after today's lesson, you'll be able to differentiate between the 3 different categories of rice. You'll be able to describe the 4 common ways of cooking rice, and you'll have thorough knowledge of how to properly prepare boiled rice. I'm going to go grab you expo markers, and then we'll begin.
You got wild rice. Oh, brown rice. Oh, that's a board.
Everyone keep
Sushi
going.
rice.
Oh, sorry.
How many have?
No trading.
Six from the floater.
Yeah,
Do you want to do 2?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. So take about 2 minutes, look at your rice, make some notes about how your rice looks. You can touch it, you can smell it. And then we're gonna head up to the board and write some facts about rice. Cyril, can you turn off the projector for a second?
Turn off the projector?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's going to take a while to come back on.
Yeah?
It's going to have to go under cool mode and then start again. You know what I find works if you just unfocus it, pull it up, and then just write, and it'll work better that way.
Okay, can you do
Should I can try? See if you like it.
Doesn't smell like much. It kind of smells like cereal.
You got the cereal right.
Yeah, cereal rice.
It does sound like corn pops.
Yeah.
It's like between my teeth now.
To do Jeopardy.
You never know.
Mine's like
So once you feel comfortable with your rice, you can go up and write some facts.
You've gotten to know each other real well.
Yeah, we're not at that level.
rice, not like
Numero cuatro.
you're all settled, you can take the rice bags back with you, because we'll be using them in a later activity. Would anyone like to volunteer to talk about their rice?
Sure.
Okay,
Talk about it?
yeah,
Sure.
so you can go ahead and talk.
So,
What number rice do you
I got number 5. You want to come up front, talk about it, or talk
Sure,
about
you
it?
can talk about it from the front.
So to me, it looks very white in color, flat in granule size. It seems to have like a white tip. It is sweet in taste, and it's easy to chew. It actually breaks apart fairly easily. It's not very,
Oh, you
Like-
ate it?
yeah. I hope that was okay.
I did it
Yes.
too.
That's okay.
Oh, good. Yes, thank you. You seem surprised. Yeah, that's pretty much what I ended up with.
So the rice you had was actually Oreo rice.
That's what I thought.
Yes. Alright, let's move on to the next person. Nick, would you like to go
Yeah,
next?
So I had number 1. My rice is long. The ends are kind of pointy. It has a thick shape. At first I said that they were white, but now that I look at it, they're kind of more opaque. But the center has a white center to it. So what?
Your rice was basmati rice.
Cool. What is it used for?
It's used in many different forms. It comes in 3 different kinds of grains and you can use it in any application. Number 2? 5?
Alright, so I had number 2. It is long, almost kind of translucent, but not completely. Doesn't really have any like white tips or anything like that. It's pretty solid all the way through in color. Roundish and thin.
So what you had was jasmine.
Jasmine.
Number 3? Perfect. It is actually long grain brown rice. Number 4?
I had number 4, it was short, kind of more of an off-white than a true white. They're round, the rice itself smelled like cereal, and they have streaks of red and brown in a lot of pieces.
Awesome. What you had is medium grain and rich. Now, first, give me 1 second.
Yep.
Who has making mistakes? You look at your grain compared to this grain. Would you say this is smaller or that one's bigger?
Mine is bigger.
So would you clarify that as either being short or medium?
Mine would look medium compared to that.
So that's why it's medium grain.
Okay.
And I believe you are the last one.
What was number 5, no? You're, oh.
5 to 0.
Okay, so 6, mine's like short, stubby almost in a way. Not as like thick, but not thin either. It's pretty much in the middle, I would assume, like thickness. And white tips, kind of a little bit translucent. Yeah,
Perfect. What you had is sushi rice.
sushi rice.
Told you.
You did not say sushi rice at all. I didn't hear those
Good
words
job,
in my
Nick.
mouth.
So the reason why I had you look at these different kinds of rice is because I wanted to show you the different varieties of rice. They're put into 3 different varieties: long, short, and medium grain. So if you can look at the board, you see you all got the long and the short, and I pointed Nicole towards the medium. So Cyril, can you switch it back?
Yes.
When the short grain is cooked, it becomes very sticky and tender, and this is because short grain rice generally has a lot of starch in it, so that's why it's mainly used for things like risotto or making sushi. Medium grain is normally firmer and hot, and then as it cools, it becomes stickier. And long grain, when it's cooked, is slightly firm, but it's very easy to separate because of how long it is. All three types of rice can be processed. Processing is when they are removing the bran from the grain. Brown rice has its bran removed, but it's unpolished. It has a tan color, and after it's cooked, it's chewy in texture. And you'll notice some nutty notes in the rice when you eat it. White rice is considered white because it's polished. It has the outer layers of grain removed. It's white in color. It cooks quickly with less water and it's lighter in texture. Because they remove that bran, it's going to be lower in